guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Rosie, and thank you so much for taking a moment out of your busy day to spend a few moments with me. In today's project, we're going to be making a 5x7 traveler's notebook. I needed a new one for memory keeping, so I thought that I would bring you along. So, are you ready to get started? I know I'm ready. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so I've taken my cover and I've placed it inside of my laminating sheet, and my laminator is ready. It's hot and ready. Make sure that you push it down all the way to the bottom. Let me see if I can put you out a little bit. And I like to hold it just while it's going through it until I can't hold it anymore. And that's really just to make sure that it's going in straight. Alright, almost done. Alright, there we have it. Now, I'm going to shut this off, unplug it, and let it cool down. Okay, so now here is our laminated page. Now I'm just going to make some cuts because there's some excess. Let me bring in this. Now you just want to make sure that when you're cutting it, do not cut it too close to the edge, because then you will open up the laminator, if you know what I mean. So you want to do it maybe 1/8 of an inch after the seal. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop it into my trimmer here. So that is how much I took off. And let me just show you real quickly. Not sure whether or not you, right there, you can see that I am past the sealing point. This side is good. This side is good as well, but we do need to take off some from this side. So let's pop it back into our trimmer. Okay, get rid of the excess, and see, I could probably take just a smidge more off. I'm just looking really carefully here that I'm not getting too close. I took a sliver off, and now that's good. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this away super quick. Let's bring back our scoreboard, because now that we placed the laminate on it, we just want to reinforce the scores that we previously did. So let's go ahead and do that. Now you don't want to necessarily bump it up against here, only because with the laminate it added some dimensions to it. So I'm going to go and just line it up to a score mark, doesn't matter which one, and I'm just going to reinforce the score marks that I did previously. Okay, there's the middle, and then one more. Okay. see. I'm just going to test it. I always like to test it first just to make sure that it's, yeah, that's good. Okay, let's put away the scoreboard. Bring back in our bone folder and let's crease our cover. Okay, let's open it up. Now we need to make some holes. So let me just see if I can show you. So we have our 3 lines. What we're going to do is we're going to punch 3 holes at the top and 3 holes at the bottom. And we're going to try to get it to as closest as we can to the edge of the paper, not to the laminate. We want to make sure that every time we're doing something to this cover that we're not sacrificing the seal. So we're going to make holes at the very bottom and we're going to place the holes right on top in the middle of each score mark. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've done the first 3. So see how it's super close. I'm not going past the edge and getting it as close to the edge as possible. And the holes are right in the middle of the score mark. So let's go ahead and do some more. So there is the 3. Okay, now you don't have to do this. You can just start threading your elastic, or you can use some eyelets. And I've pulled some eyelets out. So let's just see here what colors I have to work with. I don't know if I want white or pink. I think the pink is super pretty, but I also have pink thread. So I'm wondering if maybe some contrast would be nice and do the white. You know what? No, I'm going to go with pink. Let's go with what I like. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 6. Actually, I'm going to need 7 for the middle. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so I've already placed my eyelets on, and I'll do the last one with you here on the video. So I've already placed my eyelet on. I'm just going to place my back on, and I will use my We Are tool and press. Okay, so now you can see that my eyelets are on. Now we can start to thread. I'm going to push these other ones aside. So like I said, I have some thin pink elastic that we're going to use to hold our inserts together. I did get this from Amazon. I will see if I can link it down below in case you want to pick some up. So let's start. Alright, so now that we have, you can see our, let's see, our spine. The only string that you see is on the bottom and on the top. It's nice and neat. So you don't see any strings here, which is great. And on the inside, you now have 4 rubber bands, so you can add 4 signatures or sections. So now the thing that we want to do is we want to punch a hole directly in the middle, because that's what's going to hold our album journal closed. So I'm going to use, I have tons of excess. I cut way too much. I over exaggerated how much I needed, but that's okay because we're going to go ahead and use that now. Move that over. So I'm going to do a small hole, and I want it to be in the middle and directly centered on the middle score. So I'm going to bring in my Crocodile Big Bite 2, and what am I using? 1/8 of an inch. And let's see, I am going to, because I am just extra that way, I want to make sure that I'm directly on the middle. So let's see, we have 7.5, 3.5, 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 would be here. Just gonna make a little mark, and that's where I'm gonna score. I'm gonna punch my hole. All right, so let's just see here. I am gauging, and there we have it. There's our hole. Let's see if you can see that. Let me move some of my signatures over. So there's my little hole. So now what we want to do is we are going to thread our elastic. Okay, now I want to find something to decorate the string. So what we're going to do is there is going to be an elastic string that's going to hold our journal together, and I want something dangling here. So I don't really want to go and make some, so I'm just going to look in my inventory and see what I've previously made to see if we can add something that'll work for this particular project. So what I've done is I have grabbed this thing here, and I'm just going to look through it because I'm really not sure what I have. And I'm sure I have more stuff elsewhere. I still need to kind of sort and bring all of my different things to one area. But in any case, I found these, in case you're wondering. I found these over at Target when they were having at their dollar spot, and they were individual. And I just bought 8 of these, and I made a 4-drawer kind of little cabinet. So let's just see what I have here. I have no idea because I haven't looked in here in so long. Let's see. I've made all kinds of, and I'm going to bring back in my cover just to kind of see what I have and what would look good. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that one. Okay, so let's put this all back. I'm going to hold on to both strings, and now I'm just going to place them both through the middle hole. I'm just going to try and move the other strings on the back side with my finger. Where did it go? There we go. Okay. So I've threaded them both from the back to the front. And now what we want to do is we want to gauge how much we should have. All right, so we're just going to fold it and kind of loop it around. And we want to make it tight enough so that it'll hold our book together, but not that tight where we won't be able to fit all of our inserts in it. Do you know what I mean? So tight, but still being able to keep everything that you want to add. So I'm just kind of gauging. Once I know how much I want, just gonna take this off. And I'm just gonna make a knot. I'm just gonna tie that again. I'm trying to make a nice big knot so that it won't go through. There we go. All right, now I'm just going to cut off the excess. Okay, and I'm going to save this because I can use it on another project. All right, so there we have it. There we go. And there's our dangle. All right, let's start working on our inserts. Now it's time to make some pocket folders. I've made 3 and we'll do the next one together. So let me show you. There's one, here's the second, and the third. Super cute. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to go ahead and just place our scrapbook paper in on the 12-inch side, and we are going to make 3 score marks at 1, 6, and 11. So basically I'm doing 1 inch on either side and having one so we could fold it in the middle. So 1, 6, 11. Now we just want to turn it. So now we're in at the 10-inch side and we're going to score at 7. Okay, that's all the scores that we need to do. Now let's just go ahead, fold and crease, and then we're going to make a couple of cuts. Okay, now that we opened it, we just want to remove the 2 corner boxes. And we will save these because we can absolutely use these little strips. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to do some additional cuts. So I like to make a little slit here just so it's easier to put things in the pockets and pull them out. So what I like to do is I fold it in half and then I'm going to cut at an angle to the score mark. Okay, so now when we open it, you can see that both sides are perfectly mirrored against each other, and I like that. I like to have things pretty much as perfect as possible when it comes to this. I know, it sounds OCD. I'm sorry. All right, so now we're just going to fold up our pocket. We're going to fold over our 1 inch, and this is just to give us a place for where to do our next cuts. Now, certainly, you could leave it. Let me show you. You can do it this way. You can close this, bring this up, and call it a day. You can also do it this way, and again, call it a day. You can do this many ways that you can do pockets, and certainly whichever way you like. What I like to do sometimes is just have a little notch here. Just, I think aesthetically it looks a little bit better. So what I want to do is I need to kind of mark where I need to cut So all I'm doing is folding it over onto the pocket, and then I'm just gonna, with my score tool, I'm just gonna score right next to this pocket. So there's one, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now let's open it back up, and again, just so that we have them somewhat identical, I'm going to cut them both so both of them are the same size, because there's nothing worse than seeing one side is wider than the other. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think too much about these things. Again, it goes back to getting bogged down on details. Every little thing that I touch, I really put a lot of thought into, probably more than I should, I'll be honest. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add some glue here. Alright, so there is our fourth pocket. I'm going to put my top back on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, for each of the signatures, so we have 4 signatures, I am placing 6 pieces of regular printer copy paper, so it's not thick at all. So 6 per signature, and each one will be 10 by 7. Okay, now we're just gonna fold everything in half. So what I've done is I've just placed one set inside of each folder. Now you'll notice that the white is peeking out just a little bit. Now you can cut it down or you can leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. I think that's fine, but certainly if you want to have it go down to meet the edge of the folder, you certainly can do that. All right, now let's do another pocket folder. Let's work on the last pocket that we're going to use in this traveler's notebook journal, and you are going to need 4 pieces of paper that are 12 by 7, and then you're going to need 8 of 1 by 7 inch strips. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to make another folder. Let's go ahead and score, and then I'll show you. I think it might be easier, a better visual. Okay, so on the 12-inch side, let's score at 1, 6, and 11. 1, 6, and 11 on all 4 of your pages. Then we're going to fold and crease all scores. And then we have the 1 by 7 strips, and basically what this is going to be is it's going to be a kind of border for the pocket. So let's go ahead. I've used a 1/4 inch double-sided tape, and we're just going to place it right underneath our little pocket. So basically what we're doing is we are making it wider, and that way too you also get to choose the border. So if you want a different color or if you want a different pattern, you can do that. So see, that's what it's going to look like, and here is your tuck spot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and release the paper back in, and we'll do the exact same thing. So we will line up edge to edge. And let's see, does that look straight? Let's see. Yeah, that looks straight. Okay. Okay, so now you can see that I added some coordinating scrapbook paper just to give it a little different look. And then we're just going to glue right here and right here. So basically we're going to be gluing on the inside flaps. Our next pocket, so now we have tuck spots. So let's go ahead and quickly do the next one. So there is that one. So let's go ahead and bring in our stack. So now I have 3 additional pockets. I've already placed one in here. So here you have this pocket that we made, then the white scrapbook paper, and we're going to add one to the middle of each one. So I'm just going to kind of lay them all out to see which one would go best. So I've added one here. So I've done a pretty light pink to go in this one. So let's see, what do we have? No, like that, and like that. Okay, so I'm just going to open up my package and place it right in the middle. Okay, this one has one, and we'll do the same thing here. Open it up to the middle. Okay, now I've decided that I want to have some sort of belly band here and some additional pockets for anything that you may want to place in there. So what I did was I cut a piece of scrapbook paper that is 3 by 8 1/4, and I scored a 1/2 inch on either side, 1/2 inch. So the total height is 7 1/4, which will be perfect for the cover. So I am heating up my glue gun, because we're going to use the glue gun. As well, I cut 3 additional pieces of scrapbook paper for pockets. Okay, so there you have it. So now we have a belly band, and we can add notes or whatever it is that we want to add. And then we have 3 pockets. Let's go ahead and let's bring in now our four sections. So now it's time to decide which ones we want first. I think I want this one first, then this one, then this one. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just pop our sections in. Alright guys, so we're all done. Let's take one final look. So instead, if you remember, I had some charms here. I ended up taking it off, and I ended up placing these 2 charms that I made last night. I placed this on. And then on the front, I'm still not quite sure yet what I want, but I just put another charm dangle that I had made and placed it on there. I love dangles. Alright, let's go ahead and open it, and let's do a final walkthrough. I still have to place something on the cover. I'm not sure. I kind of like it blank in a way. What I might do is wait to see what this journal is going to be, say, about, and then I'll put the title on, because I like to do that on my journals. So if you remember, we made a pocket here. So there's a belly band, and then I added 3 pockets. So 1, 2, 3. Now I hot glued this on, and this one has stayed perfect, but this one is lifting just a little bit, so I may have to tack that back down. So we have 4 sections. This is a 4-section book. And as you can tell, there's just lots and lots and lots of pages for goodies. So let's do the flip through. So we have that, we have a pocket, I've added a cut apart, then we have the printer paper that we placed in. Here is another pocket. I've added two more cut aparts and a tag. I just added a little chipboard sticker, more printer paper. We have another chipboard sticker, added this cut apart and backed it on glitter paper. Here's the next signature section. Little chipboard sticker that says smile. We have another pocket, another cut apart that is backed on glitter cardstock. Little chipboard sticker that says sweet thing. And then we have some more printer paper. Here I kept this somewhat light and just put the happy life. It's a chipboard sticker. Here's another pocket page, added some chipboard stickers. And here we have 2 tags that I created. There's one, here's the other one I made. And we have another chipboard sticker here. It says Dream, Plan, Create. We have more printer paper. Here is the back side of the folder. Added a chipboard sticker here and created a tag. And all of these papers for the embellishments I used throughout here. I wanted the scraps to be able to create something from the scraps so that when you turn a page, those pages, whatever's on there, is going to match other areas of the book. That way everything kind of ties in together, if that makes sense. So here I have the word whimsical, and it's gold chipboard. Here I have another cut apart, backed it on glitter cardstock. Here's another chipboard sticker, Imagine, and more, lots of printer paper. Here is the third signature. Have a little chipboard sticker that says Stay Positive. Here's 2 additional tuck spots, added a chipboard sticker here and here, and then created these tags. We have more printer paper. Here is another tag that I created, and here is another chipboard sticker, and in the shape of a tag it says Be Your Beautiful Self. Here's another chipboard sticker. It's all gold and it says Keep Dreaming. Here's another chipboard sticker. It says Grow Through What You Go Through. Isn't that the truth? Here's another pocket page, and here is a cut apart, and I just used my corner chomper to give it a different look on the edges and backed it in gold mirror cardstock. Here is another chipboard sticker and our printer paper. And then here is the last of our signatures. Here is a chipboard sticker, and it says Kind Heart, Fierce Mind, Brave Spirit. And more tuck spots. Here is a chipboard sticker as well as here. Here's another chipboard sticker, more printer paper. And then our and then a chipboard sticker here. It says Love Always Wins. And the last page, I just included these 2 chipboard stickers. This one's a Polaroid, and then we have the picture of a rainbow. And then I placed nothing here. I may end up placing pockets depending. I'm not quite sure yet. So there is our new Traveler's Notebook. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Every time you hit that like button and someone subscribes, it makes me happy because I know that I'll be able to reach more people and I'll be able to be of service to more people. So ultimately, that's why I'm on YouTube, and that's what makes me happy. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Alright guys, until the next time, stay safe, be kind, and keep it creative.